The Seahawks bounce back like the numbers on a weight scale after a juice cleanse diet.
Oh, that's good, right?
Hey, because
That's good.
Weight be bouncing back, man. 4-2. Seahawks win 20-10 at the crib, Lumen Field. KJ, how you feeling?
I'm cool.
You sure?
I'm not over the top.
Okay.
I'm cool.
All right.
I expected domination.
Yeah.
More domination coming to the game. 3 turnovers by our offense. Defense dominated.
Mhm.
Shout out to Jordyn Brooks. Hey, hey, my dog. Phenomenal, beautiful, masterful, powerful, dominating football game out of Jordyn Brooks today. Witherspoon had a sack callback, a pick callback.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
before we get into all that, and just so you guys know, questions are going to be at the end. So hang around. We're going to react to this, and then we're going to take your questions at the end. However, KJ is going to introduce this amazing person sitting right here.
We have a very special guest. She was featured in my first podcast, Topic of Discussion, who G thought was trash. But she
it was very questionable.
Yeah, she's one of the top instructors at Tempo in San Francisco, California. A Seattle native, loves football, loves sports. Alex HigaFit has joined us today.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Good. Higa, you excited?
I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous. My palms are sweating.
Okay, real quick. I know you're nervous. First of all, let's get right into it.
Okay,
look,
let's do it.
It was the bounce back game that they needed. Speaking of bounce back, since 2012, no team has bounced back better than the Seattle Seahawks. They are 44-19 after an in-season loss, so they are always winning. They don't get used to losing back-to-back games. Now, defense wins championships. This defense is playing above expectation, in my opinion. KJ, you start us off first. Why? Why is this defense playing above expectation?
First and foremost, because we're 100% healthy. We got Jamal Adams out there. We got our guy back, Bobby Wagner's out there. Jordyn Brooks, who I can't stop raving about today. It's his contract year. Pay the man. I'm saying that he got to find a way to stay here for the next 3 to 4 years. Witherspoon. Laying the boom.
Laying the
boom. What they call Legion of Spoon? I love what I see on defense. We're still doing phenomenal against the run. I looked in the fourth quarter. Dobbs had like 100 some odd yards passing.
Yeah.
And so we're making average quarterbacks look average. And so once again, Clint Hurt, once calling up blitzes, playing sound football. These guys are playing lights out. And so this is the focal point of the team. If we want to be successful, the defense is going to have to carry the torch.
If I had to give an MVP right now, if there was an award that Higa that you could give for an MVP, who would it be and why on this defense?
I would give it to Witherspoon. I think he's been consistent this entire season. He laid out a very good hit today. And I got out of my seat. My dad and I are like, oh! And we had to watch that on replay. So Witherspoon, you get my MVP because you're consistent. You bring that energy the entire team is feeding off of. And you see it on the sidelines too. It's like after that hit, after all these plays he's making, he just is consistent. And I love that.
So is it safe to say, can we put to rest this Jalen Carter question? Is it? Can we put it to rest now?
I think we're done with that.
Okay, did John Snyder hit it? He hit it.
He hit it out the park because another person that he picked as well over someone. John Snyder also picked him and didn't pick up Bijan Robinson, and Bijan Robinson is considered a great player for the Atlanta Falcons. So again, John Snyder really hits the home run. But since we're talking about Spoon, let's talk about him a little bit more, and then we'll get to KJ's linebacker that I think he has a whole bunch to say. Going back to Spoon, Higa, you said it earlier, the electricity that he brings. Does he remind you of anybody that once played on this defense? Because he definitely brings electricity.
Oof. I think it's either Earl.
Okay.
ET3?
Okay.
Yeah, or Sherm. I think just like the energy coming off every single play that he makes, it feeds off into the next play and gets the whole team hype. And I think energy is a huge thing in general in life, but energy when you're playing sports, you can see it when it's low, you can see it when it's high. Like even though you can't see it, you can feel it.
You know what it is when a guy celebrates and he flexes his muscle and he gets his little walk, that connects with people.
Oh yeah.
Well, it connects with. Hold on, it connects with us fans.
Oh, for
but
sure.
we need to know does it connect with you guys?
Because once you flex, I'm flexing. Like, I see you.
Okay.
Right.
Like you love that, you see it, you feel it. And like she said, energy is contagious. If I best lay out the hit and I just walk back to the I just did my job, blah, blah, blah. Cool, but there's nothing like talking yourself, letting your light shine. And I loved it. I love what I saw from him.
All right. I personally myself was wondering if Jordyn Brooks would be the guy that some have said and thought that he would be. But man, from a fan's point of view, I think we both agree that Jordyn Brooks was lights out. KJ, explain what we saw of that man, because Jordyn Brooks, JB. Woo!
Listen. I don't ever tweet during the game. You don't see me tweeting during the game. What I saw from Jordan, I had to let the whole world know this man is in what I call flow state right now. He could see no wrong. He could do no wrong. Any play that came his way, he was making it, but he was making it with force. He was making those tackles, and you talking about letting your light shine as well. That was Jordyn Brooks too. Just tackling, blitzing, got a half a sack, and just everywhere, reading screens, just dominating really, really good football. And so coming to, like you said, growing each and every year. Rookie, I was with him his rookie year. Rookie year, second year, tackling machine. Now he's starting to make these plays, these game-changing plays. And so for Jordyn Brooks to come out here, I'm going to say this was the best game of his career.
Yeah, dude he was playing. I couldn't wait to talk to you about it, KJ, because I was just like, man, I was like, oh, wait, this dude was all over the field. Is there anything that you saw when you was watching him play today? Like, whoa.
I just feel like he was all over the field. And every time we got a tackle, my dad and I were like, was that Brooks again? We're like, was that Brooks again?
Yeah.
And one question that I have too is, what kind of impact do you think Bobby coming back to the team has on that? You know, because didn't he change positions?
Question.
I mean, I don't know positions very well, like Mike and Will and all that. But did he have to change positions? And then is he back in his old position, or did Bobby? What happened with that?
So last when Bobby left, Jordyn went to the mic. So he had the green dot, making the calls, getting everyone lined up. And now Bobby is back. Now Bobby is the mic, and Bobby has a green dot. So what this does for Jordyn is I'm playing free. I'm listening to the call. I'm going sideline to sideline. He's at the will linebacker position now. So this is what fits him best. The will linebacker position is what fits Jordyn Brooks the best. Cover tight ends, go lateral, take on blocks. And so this is a really, really nice dynamic duo, a really, really nice tandem.
Yeah.
And them two.
Okay.
I ain't trying to be a jerk, but can you rewind for a second? Because you went fast with the terminology. I know we got some people at the crib that's watching this.
I thought you were about to say something else.
No.
I was like, yeah, go and bring it. I was ready for it.
Okay. You said the green dot and the mic. Okay. You went fast with that. There's some people that would like to understand the green dot and what that means. Come on.
Okay, so with the green dot, only two people have the green dot. That's the quarterback and there's someone on defense. And so the green dot means you have the microphone from the coordinator. It goes to your ear.
Oh.
So when you see a green dot on the back of a guy, if you have two players on defense with a green dot, that's a penalty. You can't do that. You can't have two guys on offense as well. And so when you have the green dot, you got to hear the call. The crowd is going on and crazy in your head. You got to hear the play caller. And then you got to give it to the rest of the fellas. That's what Jordyn had to do last year.
Gotcha.
Bobby has done this going on 12 years in a row.
Right.
So now he's done it, and it alleviates the communication that Jordyn had to make last year. You just got to line up. You assist Bobby, help everyone get lined up, and then you just play ball from there.
So, you know, we like stories. Has there ever been a time that Bobby was out on the field? So obviously he's been wearing the green dot for 12 years, and he hears the play. He don't like the play. He like, man, we ain't running that play. We doing this.
Isn't that called an audible?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but is it?
Yeah. Oh, plenty of times. If something crazy comes, in particular in the red zone, when it's what I like to call nut cutting time.
Okay.
Nut cutting time, you really gotta like, he's not thinking straight. But don't do that. No, call red LA, call this. But when the coordinator calls something silly that we don't like, we all start complaining.
Okay,
we're not doing that. So Bobby got that green. He got that green light. He got the green dot and he got the green light.
Boye Mafe is all over the place. Young bull doing his thing. He doing all right. All right, let's get to it. Are we done with defense? We want to get to the offensive side of the ball. Defense, hey.
Shout out to Bobby too. Bobby, Uncle Bobby killed it. Let's go, Bobby.
Shout out to Clint Hurt, defensive coordinator. Go ahead, send him your flowers for real. Here we go. Offensive side of things. finally, Jaxon Smith-Njigba gets into the.
It's on you.
No, I just wanted to say that.
Well, let me set up this question. Let me set up this question.
Oh, yeah, we had to.
All right, so I'm the point guard here. G.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's slow it down. No, let's really slow it down. All right. It's game 7.
Well, game 6. Week 7. Week 7
game. Yeah. So the crowd been talking. Where's our rookie?
Yeah.
Where's the first round pick?
Yeah.
Why can't he get open? Why can't he create separation?
Yeah.
Is he the guy? Did we mess up?
Mm-hmm.
And he finally got it. Finally got that 6 points he's been waiting for, that we've all been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
What was this moment like for Jaxon?
Big. I think he really, really needed this. He's known he's the guy, but it's just something about an opportunity to get out there and finally do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make it simple. I always like to talk about football in terms of life. Mm-hmm. All of us at some point in time, we are either going through something or we've gone through something where we just need to do something and hit that mark so we can have that validation that, oh, I do belong. And I think today was that moment for Jaxon. Mm-hmm. I want to share something with you guys. I hope Jaxon won't mind, so I'll just tell y'all. You go back to the Cincinnati game, and we was talking about this. Mm-hmm. We go back to the Cincinnati game, and Jaxon played really well in that game. He was blocking. He was doing his thing. He was open on a few routes. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that Jaxon told me that he is starting to do now is sometimes when guys go to the sideline, if they're on offense and defense is on the field, they sometimes go check the iPad or they just kind of be chilling, sitting on the bench or whatever, right? Jackson's like, I'm going back to the old school. I'm going back to like junior football. I'm going back to like high school when, you know, there was no iPads on the side. You just up there with your guys rooting on the defense. And Jaxon said that really helped him stay into the moment and stay into the game. So I think he had that great game against Cincinnati. And then, of course, for him to score right here was huge.
Okay. Now, I don't want to get too X's and O's here, but with the absence of DK, I felt like, correct me if I'm wrong, G, but Njigba was on the outside more. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Is that his natural position, or can he be outside, inside?
He got to be outside, inside. In high school, he played a lot of outside. He came to when he came to Ohio State, and he had the opportunity when you had Garrett Wilson was at X, and you had Chris Olave as Z. Then he was the H in that situation, so he was inside. Right. And then after that, when he had an opportunity, and it was the game against Utah, he was on the outside, 314 yards receiving, You know what I mean? So again, it's just good to see that young guy. And then maybe Higa, you could talk about Bobo. They did it. They're 2 rookies, by the way. That's the first time that 2 rookies for the Seahawks, 2 wide receiver rookies have ever scored a touchdown in the same game. So what's up with Bobo?
I mean, Bobo's a fun name to say. I mean, it kind of like go in our family. We had an Uncle Bobo, and my niece calls my brother Uncle Bobo, so we love it. It's really funny. But Bobo, who is Bobo? Where did he come from? He's making these plays. He's got pretty eyes. I mean,
pretty eyes.
Oh, he's got pretty eyes.
Hey, let me tell you what's about to happen. You hit it, G. I'll go after you.
I lost my train of thought.
Bobo is about to be. You remember Sunshine from Remember the Titans?
Yeah,
Sunshine.
That's who Bobo is. When he went up there for the first day of school, all the girls is on him. This is who Bobo is. He's marketable.
He's marketable, but I also feel like he has very good energy around him. Like we were saying, all these rookies, they have good energy. And I feel like it feeds off into how they play. They're a little bit swaggy, but like who's swaggy? You know what I mean? Like chill swaggy. You know?
KJ, do you? I don't because I don't want to ask Higa this question because it might seem like it's a sexist question. So I'm gonna ask KJ and Higa if you want to jump in. Cool.
All right,
do you think that some players are more marketable the better looking they are?
Yes. Yeah. Imagine a commercial on your TV. You want that young, that strong jawline, those pretty eyes, that long hair, like Trevor Lawrence.
Damn, you got the strong jawline, though.
I'm handsome in general. I'm marketable.
Should I say like Joe Burrow? You want me to go a list? Joe Burrows. Actually, I lost my train of thought.
It's a Tua Tagovailoa marketable? I don't want to roast nobody, but but he's not.
Yeah. What? Yes, he is.
He talks like this. He has a boring haircut. Marketable for what commercial?
Do you want to talk about haircuts?
Let's get back on track.
I got thoughts on that, but I will keep them to myself.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. But back to football.
Yes.
Bobo and Njigba were outstanding today.
Love it.
And we talk about Tyler Lockett. We talking about him before the show. Hey, DK's out. Geno, feed me. That's what most receivers say. The starting receiver is out. Feed me. I need at least 10 targets. 100 yards. But what does Tyler do? What he always does. I'm here for the team. When the ball comes my way, I'm going to make my plays. You didn't see no whining, no bitching, no complaining on the sideline. You don't need that. He was celebrating as soon as Bobo caught that touchdown. As soon as Jaxon caught that touchdown, number 16 was right there for him. Support him, loving him up. That's why I love this dude so much.
Yeah.
That's why I love him so much.
Lockett's always clutch. You can always rely on him too. And he's just like the other players. He's quiet. He does his job. He gets to the sideline. Celebrates his team. Doesn't complain. Doesn't cause drama. Doesn't get penalties. Oof.
Tyler Lockett don't get paid enough. And what I mean by that is this. I think Jaxon had what did Jaxon have? 3-4 catches?
Yeah, 4.
Had 4 catches for 63 yards. And Bobo had 4 catches for 61 yards. And then you got Tyler with 4 catches for 38 yards. So here's somebody who makes a lot of money celebrating the 2 rookies, each of them on their touchdowns, and never complains, never upset. What does that mean for a wide receiver room when you have a leader like Tyler in it who does not care about the stats? But daily we are seeing Stephon Diggs be mad, Devontae Adams be mad. We're seeing Jamar Chase was mad. All these receivers, I want the ball. Tyler don't get paid enough.
And they make it about themselves. They make it about themselves. But what Tyler does is, you're talking about great culture. You're talking about a great environment. I've been in rooms where stuff was tense. I've been in rooms where stuff was tense. Defensive rooms, like when stuff don't go guys' way, they make it about themselves. You don't have the game you want. You make it about yourselves. You're not celebrating after a win. You're upset, finding something to be mad about. That happens in NFL locker rooms. It happens in position rooms. And so for Tyler to create that environment, that peace, that positivity, that alleviates stuff from the head coach, from your wide receiver coach, and it shows the young bucks, I'm riding with you. I want you to do good. So that's what Tyler brings to the table.
Yeah, because this is a team sport, right?
So they say.
If you want to do it solo, go play golf.
Well, I want to, because I saw a few things on social media, and I think the timing of DK being out this game has made some say and or think, oh, maybe DK doesn't want to be out there. Maybe there's something else. What a coincidence that he's out. I want to clear that up right now. DK, for real, could not be out there. And if DK could be out there, he would have. This is a real situation. Ribs and their hips. Come on now. Come on. So I just want to, just in case you see that, put that to bed. That dude DK wanted to be out there. Now, I do want to talk about what happens when you have guys out. Like, there's further proof that it really is next man up, because I think the wide receivers did pretty decent considering DK was out. That goes to show you that's the mark of a good team.
And then imagine how a Bobo went to bed week 1 versus how he went to bed knowing that I potentially may be the guy today. Like that next man up mentality, when you come out to practice, when you go to bed, when you step onto that football field, you got to take advantage of your ops because they don't come around too often. It's the NFL, the best of the best, and you got to be able to seal the deal when your number gets called. And so for these guys, for Jaxon, catch those passes, for Bobo to get that touchdown he got by a fingernail, like those are moments that really ascends your career. And so I'm happy for these 2 young bucks to get it done as rookies, and for Tyler to lead the way. But when DK does come back, he's going to come back, be put right there with the ones, and go do his thing.
We roses right now. Tell us what's wrong with the offense. Give us something. Give us a topic, and then maybe KJ can knock it out of the park. What are some things that you're seeing where you just like, yo, this offense got a problem?
I think a couple of things that stand out for me are our third down conversions. I think last week I talked about it on my social media that we're only like 23% on third down conversions, which is second to last in the league. Is not good. And then also these red zone, what do we call them?
Red zone woes.
Woes. Like,
Red zone
whoa,
woe.
what is happening? What are we doing? We're not scoring the ball. What is going on? I mean, I don't play football, but if you get that many opportunities and you don't convert that many times, that's not very good.
Yeah. And when Geno got down there, he did the somersault, got to the 1 yard line. Everybody's okay, we're about to just punch it in the end zone. And now I watched the play calling that we did. First and foremost, we're in shotgun. Oh, I'm cool with shotgun, but the concept that I saw, I believe we ran twice, was a zone cut. When you hear me say zone cut, the tight end was off. We're in shotgun, and he ran across the line of scrimmage, and the running back went this way. And so for me, I don't like the East and West. I've been saying this. How many times I got to say this? Get north and south. I don't want to see anyone going across my face on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. We got to be efficient out here, right? What's a little hook? Is that a little hook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just go that way. It's 1 yard that way. But as a running back, I got so much going on in my brain, so much going on in my eyes. I see my own player across my face. I'm trying to find the hole. Just too much going on. Run a 18-week, 12, whatever, just hit right off the guard's ass, fall into the end zone. That's what I want to start seeing.
Yeah.
But we kicked the field goal in that drive.
I'm like happy we kicked a field goal because sometimes we don't do that and it makes me very nervous. Right? Because sometimes we just need points, right? Oof, but I was happy.
Yeah. So,
is Geno Smith still him? Let's have a real discussion right now. Let's have a real discussion. Don't beat around the bush, KJ, Higa. Don't beat around the bush. I'm starting with you, Higa. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can have an opinion on this.
Okay.
Is Geno Smith still him?
I mean, I think.
Stop right there. Stop. Wait, what you mean you thinking? You thinking. That means you about to give me the answer that's not keeping it a buck. Is Geno Smith still him?
Oh gosh, I feel so much pressure right now. All I'm thinking about is his haircut right now, but that's another topic of discussion. You know, you look good, you play good, you feel good. So maybe that we can start there. Is he still? I think this play call just needs to change a little bit.
So we blame. So right now, the last few games that we've seen out of Geno, we're all putting this on Shane Waldron. Is that what we're doing, KJ? Is that what we're doing, all y'all?
So let's define him.
Yes.
Let's define what Himothy is. Last year, he was NFL Comeback Player of the Year. Last year, he was a Pro Bowler. Last year, he got paid. Right? Last year, he led his team to the playoffs. Last year, he sat on the bench for a majority of his career, and he earned himself a starting spot. That's who him is. That's who him is. Now, when I looked at, let's just look at these past 2 games, right? I saw what he did last week versus the Bengals. He was hesitant. Came out for the first half, he was balling. Second half, it was a slow like this. Same thing this game. He started off cool, but as the game went on, I'm like, damn, like, come on. The decision making in the red zone, the interception, the sacks. So has he struggled these last 2 games? Yes. Just because a player has those, blunders does not mean he's not him anymore. So he can get back to what he was, but these last 2 games has not been the Geno Smith we all accustomed to seeing. All this nonsense and benching him is ridiculous. Yeah. No one's getting benched. Stop the madness. We're not doing that. But he does got to get back to the drawing board, put up those points, be explosive. Because we could combine this defense that we have with the offense that we are capable of having, we can make some serious noise.
Yeah, because I don't think it's like everything in the game. It's just a lot of the red zone plays. Like he's making good throws, he's getting good catches from his receivers. So it's not everything. But then you can kind of see it, I think, in his face when he makes these mistakes. He kind of hangs his head down. He's on the bench trying to figure out what just happened. You can just tell that he's not completely himself, but I still think he's got it in him.
So, since he want to ask us all the hard questions, let's ask him the same question. Is Geno Smith him?
No. Okay. Wait, you just hesitated.
I am. You know what? if you would have asked me this question last week, I would have said yes. So much so that I was getting mad at people for trying to question him. And I'm not questioning Geno right now, but I do. It's kind of like your significant other getting a phone call at 1 a.m. and you ask them who it is, and they're like, oh, that was just my friend. So I'm not saying necessarily that it's a lie. I'm just saying that I'm paying attention. And right now with Geno Smith, I'm paying attention. You gotta ride with me. I just go crazy like
I was
this.
with you.
But for real, like, so with Geno Smith right now, it's the first time that I'm just like, man, right? Like I'm really watching now. Now I'm grateful that the Seahawks are 4-2, and I know that the Cleveland Browns are coming into town. But I'm just telling you, I got my good eye. I got my good eye on Geno.
So, why is it that you have your good eye on Geno? But let's say we use another quarterback, for example. Let's say we use a top 10 quarterback. Give me a top 10 quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Let's say a Jalen Hurts, who has been struggling a little bit, has 2 or 3 bad games. Does that mean he's not him anymore? Why, or do we have the same close eye on a Jalen Hurts? Why do we have that close eye on a Geno Smith?
Let me explain this again. I agree with you. I hear what you're saying. But what I'm saying is like, for an example, sometimes you get in that relationship and Buddy has a track record of cheating for 10 years. And then all of a sudden he finds the Lord and he's going to be really good in this relationship. But then he stays out at like 1 until 1, 2 in the morning and don't call, didn't answer his phone. So now you're starting to think, is he going back to his old ways? That's how I am with Geno. I just want to know, with my good eye, is Geno going back to the old ways? I'm just saying, look, I'm just being honest. I'm not saying
I feel
he
it.
is.
I feel it.
This is in my heart. Y'all want me to lie to y'all? You want me to say, oh my gosh, everything's so great. I'm not going to lie to you.
I appreciate that.
All right. Y'all want to take it to the text line? Because I just love what Dreams just said. Are we done talking about the offense? Should we bring the chat into this conversation?
Yeah, let's bring the chat in.
Dreams. You know what it is, KJ. People don't got patience nowadays. Dreams, okay. You are exactly right. Hit on that.
Me and my dad were talking about this. I talked to my dad a lot about football. And, when DJ Dallas had that fumble, sometimes when players make mistakes, what do? They take them out. And then do what? That's going to hurt them for the future. That's going to hurt their, them getting out again. But they kept him in there. He kept making plays and he redeemed himself. And that's going to give them the confidence to continue that. It's like, why are we going to pull out our quarterback just because why? It's not even halfway in the season yet, y'all.
We're not even halfway through the season.
No.
I just want to make sure we're straight. I'm not saying bench Geno. I don't think that Geno should be taken out of the game or nothing like that. The question was, is he still him? And him was comeback player of the year. Him was Pro Bowler. So y'all telling me he's playing on pace for a Pro Bowl season? Y'all saying that he's playing on pace as some type of, like, if this was last year, it would be comeback player of the year? The answer is hell no. Y'all know that. So right now, him was last year, and him is different this year.
This dude.
Whoa, she's hacking him off.
Let's go to LEAP. LEAP. It's not about patience. People want results.
Oof.
So LEAP. Let me explain this. I'm all for results, but at the end of the day, Geno can walk into that building tomorrow with a big. What's that? Jameis Winston. He can walk in with a big W tomorrow. Now, it's easier from franchises, from coaches to progress and to move when you're coming off a win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we would have lost today. We would have lost today. We'd have had a whole nother conversation.
Right.
So this can be cured. It can be fixed. There's no need to hit the panic button right now. Trust me.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
If we would have lost, if the Seahawks would have lost today, would that question would have been answered different?
Him question you answered? Yeah, I would
especially to a 1-5 team.
Yeah,
definitely.
May he rest in peace. That's why Kobe bought the ring, the $1 million ring back in the day. Okay.
Next question.
Dream said we lost, maybe.
But no, because we really, why y'all finding for a question? During the game, I was saying we giving these mugs all this room to hang around. You don't let sorry teams hang around. We kept giving them chance after chance after chance. Alex, you want to ask this question?
Oh, we got a money question coming in. Higa, you got it.
Money question? People can pay money to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
To get their questions in. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Do you think we should be dialing up more for wide receiver sets? We have so much talent at the position. It seems like a shame not to use it. I feel like that's a lot of wide receivers.
You want the Seahawks to become one-dimensional?
I know, that's too many.
You want the Seahawks? You telling me that the Seahawks don't have good tight ends? Are you telling me that the Seahawks don't have a good run game, decent? You don't always want to be that one-dimensional. But let the expert answer.
That just sounds like you're gonna have 4 forwards on a basketball court. That's too many.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, what Matt is asking is people do this a lot in college. Right? You go to college, create those mismatches. I'm not against it though. Only on third downs and on 2-minute drills. 3rd down and 2-minute drills. I'm all for going out, putting your speed out there, your best weapons. Give me DK, give me Tyler, give me Bobo, give me Njigba. On a 2-minute drill, we need a field goal or a touchdown. Bobo is that big body. He can work in the middle. Yep. And Njigba can do his thing. I'm not opposed to 4 wide receiver sets at all. Matt, we may need to bring you on staff to do a consulting because I'm not opposed to that, not one bit. Because what'll happen on defense, you got to match up with that. So you can't go base for sure. You can't go nickel. You may have to go dime or quarter to be able to match up with those receivers and that speed on the football field. All
right, Matt. Nice question.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, what we got next here? From is that Junior Isles or
Islas?
Isles.
Yeah.
My only concern is the offense in the second half. In 4 to 6 games, we're 2-2 against bad teams. New York and Arizona, we got away with it. Against decent teams, the Rams and Cincinnati, we took the L. What's the level of concern?
I said this while I was watching the game, Junior. I said this. I said if this was a team that was worth the damn, the results would have been different today. If this was a team that wasn't a 1-win football team, the results would have been very scary.
Right.
Imagine a Cowboys, imagine a Philly, imagine even a Browns, who we got to play next week.
Right.
If we did what we did today, we're not happy and celebrating. And so we did play an inferior team. We played an inferior team with the Giants, with the Cardinals. When the big dogs start rolling in here in November and December, we better pick it up. We better pick up the slack. Because right now, we gave 3 turnovers and we still won the game by 10 points. That's unheard of.
Right.
For your starting quarterback to pass for 100 yards in the 4th quarter in Dobbs, that's unheard of.
Right.
And so we snuck away with one. We played well, but we didn't play a bad team.
I have a question for you, KJ. When you were a player and when you went into games to a team that was like 1-5, for example, a team that was at the bottom of your division, what did you guys treat the game like? It was like a regular game, or like do you treat every single game the same, or is it like, oh, they're 1-5? Because sometimes I feel like teams go into that game knowing that, those teams are not the best. Yeah. So we don't gotta play to the best, but they end up playing to their level, and that's what I think is killing us.
You are spot on. Coach Carroll always preaches championship opportunity. There's no such thing as a big game. However, as players, human nature creeps in. Creeps in. Imagine me watching a Dobbs versus watching a Patrick Mahomes. That's just the God honest truth. No disrespect, but your attention to detail, the way you watch film, what time you wake up. I kid you not. People may not say they do it, but for a good bit of guys, we're playing the Cardinals. Come on, we're playing the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about playing to the level of our competition. I believe we did do that today. But when the Niners roll in here, when the Steelers roll in here, you got that little extra little pep in your step. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
So
I think we all about to find out.
We are.
We about to find out because the rest of these games coming up right now, ain't nobody playing no more games no more. You got the Cleveland Browns coming to town. You got the Commanders
Ravens
coming to town. You know what I mean?
What the Ravens do today?
Pardon me?
What the Ravens do today? Was it 38 to
smack the Detroit Lions. And where them Detroit Lion fans at? Boy, y'all Detroit Lions on paper. That's another thing too. The NFL, a lot of folks always grading games coming up on paper. You can't grade them on paper. Is that right, KJ? You can't grade these games on paper.
Yep.
The Detroit Lions thought they was going to the Super Bowl and they got blew out by the Ravens.
Who's that? Go down money. C-Town fan. We need a 6'4", 250-pound linebacker on D. Hint, hint. Who you talking about? Because I weigh 245.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
Come
Yeah, I'm not coming back. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
The power of the myth. Jordyn Brooks was killing it today. I think Bobby is teaching him well. Do you think that the Seahawks should extend Brooks? I wish you were still out there, KJ. You the man.
Oof.
Should they extend Jordyn Brooks?
We kind of touched on this.
Absolutely. 1,000,000%. You don't find linebackers across the league doing what Jordyn Brooks has done this football season. When the first game versus the Rams, I said that was one of his best games. This last game, I thought one of his best games. Versus the New York Giants, he had 2 sacks and TFLs left and right. He is playing lights out football. We're talking Pro Bowl caliber. If he continues this, we're talking all pro caliber from Jordyn Brooks. I'm telling you, the man is playing lights out. He's playing outstanding. John Snyder has got to figure out something with keeping him here long term. He don't walk out this building. He don't walk out of here. He's not walking out of here because you don't find linebackers like this every day.
So do you wait till the end of the season or you do something now?
Hey, Mr. Jordyn Brooks agent. Yeah, let's get something figured out here, Jordyn. Let's 3-4 years. Yep, a couple $1 million, a lot of $1 million.
You said a couple.
A lot of $1 million. Let's get. Yeah, I'm on that phone right now because the price tag is continuing to go up
every game, huh?
Price tag is going up, and so we talking Fred Warner money, Roquan Smith money. Them dudes are making some serious cash, and so I will get it figured out sooner rather than later.
You look good.
All right, Scrap Iron. G, you killed it pregame. You are a fantastic rep of our Seahawks. Cheers to all of you. P.S. Bobo.
Hey, thanks, Scrap.
G,
I appreciate you.
What you do pregame?
Man, I was just, I got this new little thing that I do before the game. I say 8-12s. The time is here.
I see you.
So do I do that? That's kind of like UFC kind of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right.
So fun.
We'll take a few more before we get out of here. About 2 more, y'all. We got to bounce because it is Sunday Night Football.
Oh, Dolphins against the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts, a very marketable player. I must say.
Would you like to elaborate?
Yeah.
Like we talked about, they just look good out there.
He's swaggy.
Swaggy.
Off the field, he's swaggy.
Yeah.
On the field, he's swaggy.
Yeah.
Got the jawline, got the good hairline too. So he's marketable. All right.
You wouldn't even text him back, Higa.
What you mean?
All right, Alex, you want to take this last question?
Okay, this is from Jason K. Hello, Jason. Some may have asked this already, but how long do you think Geno will remain as the starter? He played better, but the second half was brutal. We did touch on this a smidge.
Geno Smith is going to remain the starter the rest of the football season.
Yes.
He's 4-2, coming off a phenomenal year. He is struggling. But what I love about Coach Carroll is he's going to bring out the best in him. I know he is. I know he's going to find a way to get him back on track. He's going to really tap in up here.
Yeah.
Stop second-guessing yourself. Stop hesitating. Protect the football. Get back to the basics. What you did well to earn that Pro Bowl, what you did well to earn that starting spot, get back to that. We don't need you to be this hero on the football field. Let it rip. Trust yourself. Trust the preparation. And we go get the results that we want. So to the very last game of the season, Geno Smith is going to be the guy.
Keep shooting.
Bette Midler, love that song. Did you ever know that you're my hero?
I don't know that one.
What?
Who sang that song?
Bette Midler.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, the movie Beaches. Oh, it's a great movie. Anyway, you gotta see it. Anyway, any more questions before we roll up out of here? Oh, by the way, somebody hit me up. David Gary, big time Seahawks fan. He said it should be Spoon Man after the song Spoon Man from Soundgarden.
Not happening.
Okay.
For what?
For Witherspoon. Spoon Man.
No.
Oh, somebody-
Soundgarden, you know the connection. Soundgarden, Seattle. Come on.
Hey, real quick before
Big
we
spoon
get out
or
of
little
here.
spoon? Just
Oh, good.
Real quick before we get out of here, Sarah Kimberly asks, when we getting KJ All Day merch?
when am I getting my merch? Just kidding.
Should we let them know?
When KJ wears Seahawks stuff on the show?
Producer's whispering. He said it's in the description to sign up. It's in the description to sign up. I don't know why he don't just say it loud. But yes, it's in the description to sign up. It's coming out next month. But
Get your
stay
merch.
tuned. Stay tuned.
It's exciting.
Yeah. The Legion of Spoon.
Legion of
That's better.
Spoon. I like big spoon or little spoon. But
Man, you see those jerseys? Man.
Spoon Tang.
oh
No.
my god.
All right. Hey, thank y'all for joining us, Alex.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you guys so much. These are my guys. These are my
Yeah,
guys.
love you
It's
too.
always fun coming home and talking football, especially living in the Bay. It's hard living in Niners country. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've worn Seahawks jerseys out there. I got denied coffee. People just talk a lot of shit out there. So it's good to be home.
Yeah.
It's good to come off a win. So it's good for another week.
Yeah, I love it.
Wait, that Spoon Tang got me.
No.
Spoon Tang.
Hey, no. Spoon the Goon. That's the one. Spoon the Goon.
Ah, I like
Spoon the Goon. Whoever
I
just
like
said that, Spoon the Goon.
Higa, how can people follow you on Instagram?
You can follow me at HigaFit, HigaFit. That's all my handles: Instagram, TikTok,
And
Twitter.
Hey, her recaps of Seahawk games are the best. Go to her
Yes.
info, her IG. Go check out her recaps of the games. It is phenomenal.
Let's go.
All right, KJ,
Thank
get us
you.
on out of here, baby.
Jen Mass, before we leave, love from Toronto. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure you like,
Yeah.
please like, subscribe, and we will see y'all next time versus after the Cleveland game.
Cleveland Browns
Browns.
throwback. It's the
Throwback.
throwback game, baby.
Ooh.
Wear your throwback fit.
I'm gonna wear my jersey,
Yeah.
throwback jersey for
Hey.
KJ Rangers. No, I'm just playing. Gonna do that. All right, we'll see y'all next time. Appreciate it.
Bye.